Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. About me, I am Sandeep Bhushan Thummala and my credentials are I have 8 years of teaching experience for civil services. I teach international relations, internal security and analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And this video session is in regards to how to crack prelims and mains 2020. And here I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases which will be very useful in identifying the factual and analytical questions for prelims examination. So my focus would be on emphasizing or focus would be on identifying the keywords and the key phrases, wherein in turn you would be very clear that which could be the questions that could be part of the factual and part of the analytical questions. So it is very important to examine the keywords and the key phrases in the newspaper, and this is very important in regards to the analysis of the newspaper, which would be a breakthrough throughout your civil services preparation. And before we get into the topic, there is a notification that is in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, which is India's largest learning platform. And this, once you get subscribed to the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, you will have unlimited live and recorded courses from the India's best educators. And once you subscribe, you will also have the other privileges like daily live class and quizzes. You also have the structured courses and also the unlimited access to all the live unrecorded courses. And these are the indicators wherein you can see on the screen, that is in regards to the Unacademy, and these are also the top educators at Unacademy, which you can also see it on your screen. And in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CS English, the courses offered are the polity, geography, current affairs and all others, which you can also see it on your screen. And again, in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CS English, the courses offered are governance, internal security, social issues and all other courses, which you can also see it on your screen. And in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CS English subscription, you have 12-month subscription and 24-month subscription. 12-month subscription, the original price is 40,000, and 24-month subscription, the original price is 48,000. So it's always recommended to go ahead with the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English subscription for 24 months, and the original price is 48,000, and you can subscribe by using my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala, wherein you will get 10% discount, and the discounted price would be 43,200, wherein the original price is 48,000. And here you have the privilege by subscribing 24 months, because you will be effectively paying the amount for only 13 months. So you will be effectively paying the amount for 13 months, but you will get the entire 24 month subscription. So this is the privilege you have it. I mean, the civil servant aspirants are being given by the Unacademy. So do take the maximum advantage of the opportunity which is being provided by Unacademy to all the civil servant aspirants, that you need to, I mean, you would be paying only 13 months amount, but you will get the entire 24 month subscription. And do not forget, while you are subscribing, to use my code, that is SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, wherein you will get additional 10% discount on the 48,000, and you will be paying effectively only 43,200. So do not waste your time, and then get into the mode of serious civil services preparation with Unacademy learning app. And Unacademy has also launched the UPSC CSE in 10 minutes. So all the topics will be covered in or less than 10 minutes, and these are covered by the top educators in English medium, and they will be covering all the topics which are relevant to the UPSC, and these will be covered under the 10 minutes duration. And all the topics which will be explained will be crisp, concise and to the point. So make sure that you are also having access, along with the Let's Crack UPSC CS English, you also have the access to UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes, wherein you will be maximum benefited in regards to the prelims and also mains point of view. And the session in regards to today's is the analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And before I get into the analysis of the Hindu newspaper, I would say very good morning to everyone who is watching my session. Good morning to everyone, to all who are live and also who are not being part of the live sessions also, but who are watching, who would be watching it in the future also now in the due course of the analysis of the newspaper. And Srihari S. Vilay, good morning. Nandini, good morning. Malvika Sajivan, also very good morning to you all. And we will look at the news that is in regards to the news which talks about Pidawa and unheralded success. There is a news in regards to a place or a town which is part of which is in Rajasthan. So we will look at that. That is the town which is in one of the districts which is bordering Madhya Pradesh, and there the doctor has taken the cases in regards to the COVID-19 very seriously, and in the month of April itself, he has gone ahead with identifying a person who has died, and when the person has died, then there was a procession, and in the procession, almost five of them were during the funeral procession. So the doctor has identified them and the five of them, and then he has made sure that the five of them would be gone for the testing for the COVID-19. That is SARS-CoV-2. So there was an incident. I mean, it has been taken very promptly and swiftly by the doctors in Pidawa town in regards to the district which is bordering Madhya Pradesh. So this is one unheralded success. So they could try to make sure that initially at the initial time itself they could contain the virus. And that was a greater efforts done by the doctor and the district official, that is the public health officials, who have taken care that the spread of the virus would not take place virulently. So we will look at that Pidawa is it's a small town which crosses streams, lush farmlands, rolling hills, and it is also a former badland. So we will look at what is this badlands and which is bordering Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Why we are talking about this badlands could be part of your prelims. This badland, this keyword could be your question in the prelims. And Pidawa is a small town which is in middle of the silver of Rajasthan, which is bordering again Madhya Pradesh, and it is benefited over the last couple of centuries. Please do understand why I have taken this Pidawa. It is also, written as Pirawa also. Pidawa or Pirawa in Rajasthan. So it is also since last uh, couple of centuries, almost two plus centuries, it is a place which has a black gold rush. There is a rush that is a black gold. So this is also very important for prelims point of view. That is why there could be a possibility that the question could be framed. So that is first is in regards to the badlands. It is famous for the Pirawa or the Pidawa, and then it is also famous for the almost 2 centuries old. It is benefited by the black gold. So black gold means what? Black gold means it is related to the hydrocarbons. It is related to the the areas in regards to the hydrocarbons, and it is named as the black gold, which is extracted from a plant called Papaver somniferum. So this is very important. Black gold which is extracted from a plant that is called as Papaver somniferum. So this is important for the prelims point of view. That is what I have said. This is very important for prelims point of view. What badlands means? Yeah, definitely. I will definitely. I will look at it. I will explain it. See, Hari, I will explain it. And first we will look at this is as a black gold. Why? Because they have, it is the place is of hydrocarbons. Why hydrocarbons? It is also the black gold is also extracted from a plant called as Papaver somniferum, and this is then processed as opium, I think now you will understand opium and its many derivatives. That is opium and its various forms of opium and these badlands hosted a part of production facilities that provided the fuel which ignited the Anglo-Chinese Opium Wars when in 1839-42 and again once again in 1856-60. So that is why this Parawa village is very important for prelims point of view. And then we had, because of the badlands, why badlands? Because of the Papaver somniferum, which they process from the plant. They have processed the opium, and from the opium, this is because of that and the production facilities which the badlands has hosted, because the badlands of the Pidawa. So instead has fueled and ignited the Anglo-Chinese Opium War. Please do understand. See, look at it, how we are able to link it with even history also. So history also, from history point of view, again we have a prelims question here. From history point of view also you have a prelims question, that is Anglo-Chinese Opium Wars of 1839-42 up to, and then second one it is 1856 to 1860. So this is very very important. And Pillai Srihari, I think you have got the point now. Then they're not suitable for cultivation, but they would go ahead with this Papaver somnifera, which is extracted from a plant, opium, which again they are making money out of it. And I would also say hi to Madhu, who has joined now. Srihari, I think you have got it. And in regards to the prelims point of view, again I have taken this this Pirawa. This is the place Pirawa, and it is in Jahalwar district. It is in Jahalwar district, and this is bordering Madhya Pradesh. And Jahalwar district is part of Rajasthan. Rajasthan state, and Rajasthan state borders with Gujarat, with Madhya Pradesh, with Uttar Pradesh, with Haryana, and with Punjab. And this is again for geography, or what do you say, a better understanding in regards to geography, map based questions. So yes, okay, fine. So look at this. This is Pirawa, which is what is almost 2 centuries. It is having a black gold rush, and also opium is found there. I mean, opium, they go ahead with the manufacturing there, cultivate there, and that is in regards to which is bordering Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. I mean, it's a part of the Jahalwar district, which is Jahalwar is part of Rajasthan. Rajasthan is bordering Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and Punjab. The northeastern, the extreme northeastern of Rajasthan has borders, or it borders with Punjab. Extreme northeastern of Rajasthan borders the Punjab. So this is what in regards to the prelims point of view. It's very very important, because you have a history questions, and also in regards to the science and technology, wherein Papaver somniferum, opium is formed, and then it is also in regards to the couple of centuries, it is famous for the black gold. And there is one more news in regards to the CCMB testing twin model. So CCMB has come up with a testing that is in regards to twin models, to what? To fight the virus, that is SARS-CoV-2 virus. So we have seen almost daily, we are seeing that the different parts of the world going ahead with the testing in regards to the various drugs, and then formation of the drugs, and then in combination of the various drugs. We have seen India and US, and yesterday we have seen, day before yesterday, we have seen India and US combination coming together, collaboration, going ahead with the trials in the vaccine test. And then again yesterday we have seen UK also going ahead with the test, and now again today in regards to India, CCMB is testing twin models to fight virus. So we will look at this again in regards to the science and technology, from prelims point of view. So this is what is important. We need to keep on identifying the news item or the news, and then how or where we can fit it in which part of the GS point. I mean, that is in regards to the prelims point, or else if it is necessary we can pick up what is a couple of lines even for the mains descriptive answers also. So CSIR and CCMB, that is Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and then CCMB, that is Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology. Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, which is based in Hyderabad. They both have come up with the, or they are in the forefront of scientific community coordinated battle. So it is scientific community coordinated. This is a keyword which could be asked again in the prelims, asking that which among the following is part of the scientific community coordinated battle against COVID, between which among the following, that is CSIR and CCMB. Not what do you say, CSIR and ICMR, or it could be the health ministry. No, it is between CSIR and CCMB, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and then Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, which is based in Hyderabad, and they're working on two twin models. They are working on two twin models in regards to finding out the COVID, that is in regards to scientific community coordinated battle against the COVID-19, that is coming up with the vaccine that they are going out with the test. And the first one is, again, this is important for prelims. So when it is in regards to India, there could be a question form, that is CSR CCMB. In regards, they have come up with the twin models, and which among the following are not among the twin models. The question would be, which among the following are not among the twin models taken up by CSIR and CCMB in regards to scientific community coordinated battle against COVID-19, the question would be. And the one, what is first is the sequencing, and the second one is the culture. Please do understand, these twin models, first is the sequencing. They are going ahead with the sequencing test, and the second one is culturing of what? Culturing the virus. So the first one is sequencing of the coronavirus strain. So definitely they wanted to come up with the what is a genome sequencing of the SARS-CoV-2, which is a strain. Strain means in the sense SARS-CoV-2 is a single strain. Single strain in the sense it has only RNA. It does not have DNA. Please do understand. This is also very important. What is a point for the prelims point of view? SARS-CoV-2 is a single strain. Which has a RNA which do not has a DNA. It has a RNA, and sequencing take place in regards to RNA dependent RNA polymerase. The sequencing takes place in SARS-CoV-2 RNA dependent RNA polymerase. So the mutation takes place, and there is no, when the mutation takes place, it is changing, and the strain is a single strain in the SARS-CoV-2. So that is what the CSIR CCMB is going ahead with the sequencing of the strain. Why they are going ahead to check, why the sequencing is being taken up the test to check the varied ones prevalent across the country. That is what I was saying, this mutation in the sense changing of the strain of the virus is taking place, changing itself is taking place. So when the mutation is taking place, changing of the virus strain is taking place, sequencing itself is being changed. That is what the ultimate of the SARS-CoV-2. And then many of, the scientists or the researchers across the world are unable to get the virus so fast, because it keeps on changing, it is mutating, and they are finding CSR CCMB are going ahead with the twin model. The first one is in regards to sequencing. Why sequencing? They will check the strain for the varied ones, different ones prevailing across the country. So they will check in regards to what are the varied or number of strains which are prevalent across the country. So please do understand, first one is in regards to the sequencing, and the second one is to establish the cell culture. So they will go ahead with the establishment of the cell culture of the virus. How they will establish the cell culture? By growing the virus. They will grow the virus, they will culture the virus in the labs. So second one is in regards to this. And this both the first and the second twin models, that is the cell culture or genome, you can take either way, first and second or second and first. The genome sequencing and the cell culture, this study of the virus variants will give a complete genome. Why they are going at this is because it will give the data, it will give the outcome of the complete genome data profile. Please do understand this. This is a very an important key phrase here. This is a very important key phrase. That is, by this twin model study, they will identify or they will try to get the complete genome data profile. This is very important. Genome data profile of SARS-CoV-2, that is a single strain RNA dependent RNA polymerase. They will get the complete profile. So for that they are going ahead with the twin model. So it is complete genome data profile. Please, while you're listening to me, you can please make a small notes the way I'm highlighting it. Complete genome data profile is very important key phrase. Please, I'm requesting everyone to make sure that you are making a note, because many a times it might skip from our minds. We think that it will be stored in our mind, but sometimes it skips. So please make sure that you make a note in your paper or a book. So in regards to this is complete genome data profile for scientists. Why? Because they can work on the antibodies or potential drugs and vaccines. So ultimately this twin model, that is in regards to the sequencing and in regards to cell culture, is to have the complete genome data profile. And what this complete genome data profile will actually be benefited for the scientist is to go ahead with coming up with the antibodies, or the drugs, potential drugs, or the vaccine itself. Here we are using the word potential drugs. Please do understand, this word is not the drug, it is a potential drug or vaccine. The vaccine is what? This is complete, that is clinically tested drug. Here this is potential drug. It is potential, it is not a complete what is a drug, it is a potential drug or vaccine. It is a clinically tested drug or vaccine. So it is a clinically tested drug or vaccine when we'll say, when it is approved by WHO, when it is approved by WHO. So I think you have understood this very clearly, which would be very important from what you say SNT, that is science and technology, or in regards to again biology. This part could be a question asked in the prelims, and this is how you need to keep on focusing on while you are reading the newspaper, identifying the keywords and the key phrases which will be certainly useful for the prelims, as well as conceptual understanding, uh, Nandini Kumari said, okay sir, but I always make notes. Okay, definitely, see, making notes is very good. Making short notes, making identifying the whatever I say. It's not only that what I say, what you feel also can make, you can also put it in that keywords and key phrases. Very good job done, Nandini. And everyone who is making notes is also a very good what is a practice. You are in the right strategy, and there is another news which talks about health ministry plans to study the viral behavior. So look at it, the health ministry is getting into the another study. We have looked at here now CSIR plus CCMB. They have gone ahead with the twin models in regards to genome sequencing and then in regards to cell culture to come have a complete what is a genome data profile, which will make sure that the scientists will get into the mode of getting into the drugs, antibodies, that is potential drugs, antibodies and vaccines. And again there is another news that in regards to again virus itself, that is health ministry plans to study viral behavior in corpses. What do you mean by corpses? That is the dead persons. So India is now planning to initiate a study that is on behavior of the COVID-19 virus. So they are going ahead with the behavior of COVID-19, C19 means COVID-19, in persons who have died after contracting the diseases. So look at it. There are various, what do you say, studies, tests which are going on across the world, and part of India is now, India is also going ahead with it is planning to go ahead with a study on the behavior of the COVID-19 virus. So it will definitely, definitely get into the what is the behavior of the virus, that is the SARS-CoV-2, in persons who have died contracting the virus. So that means the one who has been infected and then has been succumbed and then they have died because of the SARS-CoV-2 or the COVID-19. There they will go ahead with testing the behavior or plan to study the behavior of the COVID-19 SARS-CoV-2 virus in the person who have died, and then they will look at they will study the autopsy. Autopsy in the sense after the person has died, they will go ahead with the autopsy, and that will be conducted by AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. This is again very important keyword. Why keyword or the key phrase? Because this is a new kind of thing which the India or else the health ministry is coming up with, the studying the behavior of the virus itself in a dead person. So this is conducted by AIMS, and it will be the first to be undertaken on a COVID-19 dead body. Please do understand this. That is why it could be a possibility that it could be that part of the prelims question, or else you should also focus this kind of what you say identifying the key phrases and the keywords while you are getting into the mode of the preparation. If not 2020, even for 2021 also, because the pandemic is definitely to be for another couple of years, and then future also there would be many pandemic situations or pandemic diseases, which would diseases caused by viruses, and then it could lead to pandemic also in the future. So definitely this kind of study will be important, and it would be part of the future, trying to come up with the how best we can understand the mutation of the virus, and this is expected to give researchers an insight into how virus behaves. So they are definitely trying to find out the behavior of the virus in the dead body and how it affects the organs. Please do understand. So this is done by conducted by AIMS on the what do you say bodies, or else in regards to the dead body of the COVID-19, and this is in regards to how to make sure that the behavior of the dead bodies of the COVID-19, and they would check the behavior of the COVID-19 virus, and then how it will affect the organs, how it will affect the organs. Not only because COVID-19 is a respiratory illness or respiratory disease. So what they are going ahead with, once it infects the person, once it what do you say attacks the respiratory system itself, whether it is affecting any other organs also, they will look at. So it is ICMR in collaboration with the health ministry. So this is going ahead with ICMR in collaboration with the health ministry plus National Center for Disease Control with support of state health departments as main stakeholders, including WHO. They are conducting what? They are not conducting this what is a study on behavior of the COVID-19 dead bodies. No, they are going ahead with another one, another survey that is called as community-based sero survey. It is called as community-based sero survey. So this is again very important for what is a keyword. What do you mean by community-based? We know sero, we know community-based and survey. What is sero? Sero is what you said, right? It is a test which is being done on the blood to find out the antibodies or to identify the antibodies. So community based sero SCRO sero survey to estimate the prevalence of SARS-CoV-2 infected in Indian population. So definitely now the another one is in regards to trying to find out the behavior of the COVID-19 virus in the dead bodies. Along with that, which has been conducted by AIMS, and here in this case, that is in regards to the community-based sero survey, it will be conducted by ICMR plus Health Ministry plus the National Center for Disease Control, and then along with that, the fourth one is state health departments, and then the fifth one is in including the WHO will be conducting the community-based sero survey. So these are all very important for the prelims point of view. And there is one more news in regards to the which says the finance panel flags recovery uncertainty. So they are saying that the recovery could be an uncertainty. So they are what you say clearly making an indication that finance panel, the panel of the finance is making an indication that they will go, that the recovery will be uncertain, and this is the 15th finance commission. 15th finance commission has made it very clear on the fiscal consolidation. So they have come up with a roadmap on the fiscal consolidation. So what do you mean by fiscal? Fiscal is expenditure. Fiscal means expenditure. So 15th finance commission, again this is very important for prelims point of view in regards to economy. In regards to economy, see, look at, we are definitely trying to look at each and every item which will be important for whether it will be important for history point of view, and again in regards to the SNT point of view, economy point of view. So definitely I will make sure that the key phrases which are very very important for prelims, and then segregating it into which subject it will fit in. That is this according to the 15th finance commission committee, the which has come up with a roadmap that is in regards to the fiscal consolidation. That is in regards to, that is this roadmap. This is a roadmap which has come up by the 15th Finance Commission in regards to the fiscal consolidation, that is expenditure. And then it is talking about here the India's nominal GDP growth rate. So please do understand this point. This is also very important again in regards to the keywords or the key phrases. So the 15th Finance Commission committee has come up with a roadmap, that is in regards to the fiscal consolidation. Again, when it is talking of the fiscal consolidation, it has come up with saying, or it has come up with a point or a statement that it is talking about India's nominal GDP growth rate. India's nominal GDP growth rate. Yes, definitely we will look at what is nominal. It is very important again for prelims point of view or for a conceptual based understanding as a civil servant aspirant. You need to know what is nominal GDP. So nominal GDP means the nominal GDP growth does not, please do understand, does not take inflation into account. So it is nominal GDP is equal to the real GDP minus inflation. So nominal GDP does not take inflation into account and is thus higher real GDP. So this is higher real GDP. It's a higher one because you are not, I mean, here in this case, the GDP, in the GDP, you are excluding the inflation. When you are excluding the inflation, so it is, what do you say, a non-nominal GDP. It is a nominal GDP and it is thus higher real GDP. So why it is a higher real GDP? It is a higher because you are excluding the inflation. When you are excluding the inflation, definitely it is a higher one and it is called as a nominal GDP. So this is again very important for prelims conceptual point of view from economy. And the commission chairman, this is again important for prelims. The chairman of the 15th Finance Commission is N.K. Singh. N.K. Singh. N.K. Singh is the 15th Finance Commission chairman, and he has made it very clear that there would be a high level of uncertainty in regards to the fiscal pressure on the economy, that is in regards to the expenditure because of the expenditure on the economy because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation. And then he has made it very clear that there would be a lot of pressure onto the economy and the economy recovery itself, because of the fiscal pressure, because of the expenditure they have to go ahead with, or else the pumping of money, or else the economic stimulus package what the government has come up, the RBI pumping on money into the banking sector. So these are the various kinds of methods which the finance ministry, and along with the finance ministry, the RBI has made sure that they have pumped money into the system. So this is very important, that and this is the point which is been very clearly made, that is as a roadmap to the fiscal consolidation by the 15th Finance Commission committee headed by N.K. Singh, that the economy would be very uncertain, that is uncertain in regards to the recovery itself. Why recovery will be uncertain? Because there is lot of fiscal pressure, that is lot of pressure onto the system itself, that the more of pumping of money has to be done into the system. And he has also made it very clear, that is the commission chairman has made it very clear that the economy would experience a V-shaped or a U-shaped. So these are the key words or the key phrases again, U-shaped and V-shaped. So definitely there could be a possibility when you are getting into the depth of sometimes the economy, they would ask this type of, what do you say, questions on the fundamentals, that is V-shaped and U-shaped recovery or recession. So we will certainly look at the 4 letters. This is for the benefit of all the civil services aspirant. I have taken this, which is not part of the which is not mentioned in the newspaper, but have taken it because the chairman N.K. Singh has said whether the economy would experience, he said whether the economy would experience V-shaped or U-shaped recovery. He is not sure whether it will be V-shaped or U-shaped. So we will definitely look into it, what is V-shaped and U-shaped. And in regards to the economic recovery, you have 4 letters, that is V-shaped, U-shaped, and then W-shaped, and then L-shaped. So this is again very, very important in regards to the conceptual, for you to have or to be equipped with more of conceptual knowledge in regards to the economy, the core economy itself. So V-shaped recessions, you can see, I mean, you have a recession and you have a recovery also. So V-shaped recessions are recessions that begin with a steep fall. Definitely it happens this way, and then there would be a steep fall. All of a sudden there would be a steep fall, and quickly from find the bottom here it will settle at one point and then again turn around. Look at it, it grows immediately to a very higher scenario, and this is the V shape. So look at this, it is stable, it falls down, and it settles at one point, again bounces back, and again it moves, it settles. So it is a V shaped. So this is the best scenario in all the shape, that is V shape, wherein it falls down steeply and again it comes up very bounce back very fast. That is the best scenario. And the recession which has taken up in 1990 or 1991 and again in 2001, which has lasted for almost 8 months, is considered as V-shaped. So we are getting into the background of the V-shaped also. So when this V-shaped has occurred, that is 1990 and to 1991, which has lasted for 8 months, that is again during the recession period of 2001, and this is considered as V-shaped. And now we will look at the second one, that is U-shaped. So U-shaped recession begins with a slightly slower decline. Slightly slower decline. Look at it. It is initially and then slightly slower decline, and once the slower decline but then remain at a bottom, there it will remain at the bottom, not the same way like V shape. It will not bounce back once again, but it will remain there for certain period of time, for an extended period of time, before turning to moving to the or bouncing back. So look at this, this is sorry, I'm extremely sorry, this is W shape. U shape, we look at this, extremely sorry. So this is what it falls down, and it will be there for some time. It will not be immediate bounce back, but it will gradually improve. It will gradually improve. That means it will be for an extended period of time and then moving to a higher range. So it will be fall will be steep, but the increase will be gradually. And this has taken place, the recession during the 1971, that is through 1978. Both unemployment and inflation was very high during those period of time, and that is what this is considered as U-shaped. This is like U-shaped. It will fall down steeply, but it will rise in a very gradual pace. And then in regards to the W shape, this is the third one. Here the recession begins like same like V shape, that there will be a steep fall, but the recession will definitely bounce back, but it will have a turning back down. That means it will increase, it will fall again, that will increase a lot. So there is an increase, what that is there is a surge, there is a fall, there is a surge again. So this kind of recovery is a false sign of recovery. It's a false sign of recovery. And this W shape is also called as double dip, because it is dipping with first time and again here second time. First time is a steep one, and second time was also one, and then gradually then it is increasing. So this recession has been experienced in 1980, when the double dip has taken place during 1981 and 82, and this has as an example of W-shaped recession. And then we will look at the L-shaped recession, which is the fourth one, wherein it will have a fall quickly, that is a steep one, and it will fail to recover. It will be stable, not the kind of V-shaped recovery or U-shaped recovery or W-shaped recovery, but L-shaped. So there is a fail to recovery, and this is the worst case scenario. And this is the worst case scenario in regards to the recovery. V-shaped, U-shaped, W-shaped, and L-shaped. L-shaped is the worst case scenario. And Japanese recession that began early in 1990s is the L-shaped, and this is very important again for prelims point of view, that they could be giving which among the following are the diagrams. They might give you this diagram itself, I mean any of the diagrams, and then say which of the following is the V-shape, U-shape, or else which can again say they can make it very clear these are the various shape, and when or which is the double dip, or which is the worst case scenario, and which is a false sign recovery, which is the best case recovery scenario, which is what do you say, a case which has happened in regards to most of the unemployment and inflation has taken place, or which L-shaped, which shaped recession is related to the Japanese recession. So this is a very very conceptual understanding, fundamental understanding of the economy, that is in regards to the what the Commission Chairman N.K. Singh has spoken about our India's economy, whether it will experience V-shaped or U-shaped. So for that, you need to have this understanding about all the four, that is V-shaped, U-shaped, W-shaped and L-shaped. And now we'll get into the other news, that is in regards to the WHO records daily high number of highest daily number of COVID-19 cases. So we have seen even in India also the highest number of cases which has taken place last last 24 hours. And then if we compare that, WHO is also making a statement that on May 20 and again on the May 19th also they have experienced the highest daily number of COVID-19 cases. So definitely there is a surge. There is a surge in regards to the number of infected, morbidity cases and also mortality cases. The number of morbidity and mortality cases are registering across what do you say, the globe, which has been recorded by WHO itself. Morbidity is infected cases, and mortality are the death cases. So on May 20th, they have registered, the WHO has registered a daily record number of COVID-19 cases, and they are terming it as a tragic milestone. They have termed it as a tragic milestone. What is a tragic milestone? That 5 million total infections on May 20. 5 million infections on May 20. That is the highest jump. That is what the milestone. That is the milestone is a tragic one. Srihari says, sir, extremely new and awesome knowledge regarding recession. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Srihari. And that is what my focus is. Always my focus is that how there is a possibility that we can learn extra from the newspaper. Not just reading newspaper, but learning extra from the newspaper, wherein the possibility of UPSC will focus and then prepare questions from prelims point of view. Many of them say that, sir, I have been reading the newspaper from since 2 years, but I'm unable to clear the prelims, which are again current related. The reason is we have to link it. We have to, what you say, have that identifying the keywords. Here the keywords what I have identified from the committee chairman is U-shaped and V-shaped, and then we need to immediately get into what is U-shaped and U-shaped in the economy, that is in regards to recovery and recession. The same way you also, while you are preparing, you need to get into this kind of what you say macro and micro level strategy. That is where you will definitely be very close to how UPSC might frame a question. And all the ones who have actually what you say clear the exam, being the top rankers, is only because of this strategy. And I take up this strategy because for the benefit of the civil servant aspirant and all the viewers who are watching my what do you say sessions, YouTube classes. And this is in regards to the UN. Again, coming back to the topic, that is the UN agency chief, that is Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, has said again on May 19th. May 20 it was the 5 million total infections, and on May 19th they have seen the cases, that is 1,06,000 cases have been reported, and the most number in a single day that it has been outbroken on a single day itself. The milestone is 5 million. On a single day it is 1,06,000. When it started, right from the day it has started from what you say December till now, if you look at May 19 is the one which is the spike which has happened on the May 19, that is infected cases, that is 1,06,000, and more than 4.9 million cases of the novel coronavirus are registered. The first time when it has outbreak in China, that is in the Wuhan, and WHO is actually being totally what you say again gripped under the US president, wherein he has come up with an ultimatum for what? WHO reforms. He has Donald Trump has given an ultimatum for WHO reforms to take place, and he has given an ultimatum for the WHO reforms to take place within 30 days, or else that is he wanted the reforms, that is overall in the sense that entire reforms itself in 30 days, and otherwise he would freeze the funding and then he would pull out altogether from WHO. So that is the ultimatum what is again being a cause of concern to the WHO, not only in regards to handling the morbidity and mortality, and then supporting the low income and middle income group countries, low income and middle income group countries, and the underdeveloped countries in regards to supplying the PPEs and then ventilators and then masks, and then in regards to the diagnostic test kits, and then also the financial support to the low and middle income countries, and also especially the underdeveloped countries. But also the new the issue or the new concern is in regards to the Donald Trump giving an ultimatum, that is for the within the 30 days there has to be a reforms in regards to the WHO. So uh, just a minute. Oh, there was an okay. So I hope this session was very important, as what you say last uh, PowerPoint has been by mistake not included. So what I would say is probably this, I mean the not probably, this was very informative, knowledgeable for your prelims. And then make sure that you like the video, you share the video, and you also go ahead with subscribing the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English by using my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala, wherein you'll get 10% discount on the 24-month subscription, wherein the original price is 48,000. As I say repeatedly, that you are paying only for 13 months. As you all will be, I mean the civil servant aspirants will be paying the amount only for 13 months, that is 40,000 plus 8,000, wherein it is 48,000. But you will get by paying 48,000, which is actually for 13 months, but you will get the entire 24-month subscription. So go ahead with subscribing the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English subscription, but do not forget to use my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10. And the one who haven't still gone ahead with downloading the Unacademy Learners app, Unacademy Learners app. So go ahead with downloading the Unacademy Learners app, and then make sure that you will be part of the Unacademy special classes. And also you have in regards to the Telegram, you can also get a link to the Telegram, that is in regards to the Telegram is Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. And then you also have the new course, that is in regards to the Let's UPSC UPSC CSE in 10 minutes. So you can also go ahead with accessing the UPSC CSE in 10 minutes, which will be very useful for you in regards to the crisp, clear, and then to the point understanding of the topics, which will be for the civil services. And then in regards to Telegram, you can also be linked to with the all the educators in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English Telegram. And then download, please go ahead with downloading the Unacademy Knowledge app, and then be part of the UNSC, that is Unacademy Learners Unacademy special classes. So do not forget to subscribe for the 24-month subscription by using my code SBT10. And I hope this was very informative, knowledgeable session, and I thank everyone, and then thank you all, and all the best for your preparations, and all the best for your preparation. Thank you all, and see you again at 10:15.